Hello everyone, it's me Bria135 and I have another video for you. This time we're going to be talking about money. Yeah. So if you're watching this video, you're probably coming to Japan and you want to know how much money you will make, or as well as how much money to expect in terms of bills, loans, miscellaneous, things like that. So let's get started. As a first year Jet, it actually says on the Jet website how much you make, but did I write it down? So, my numbers might be a little off because I don't have the exact numbers, but my income is about $2,400 a month plus a $250 subsidy that I get from the Board of Education here in terms that goes towards my rent. But yeah, so basically my monthly income is around $2,500, give or take. And so, on to the things that matter, rent. Now your rent will vary, and of course real estate anywhere, it depends on location, it depends on the size of the apartment, so I can't say how much rent will be for you, but I can just tell you what it is for me. So I live in the countryside and my rent is $600 for a 2-bedroom, bathroom, living room apartment. And that runs about $600 a month. So right off the bat, I pay $600 a month for rent. After rent, I pay electricity bill, which I don't run my lights a lot, so my electricity is around $40 a month. $40. Next, water. So my water bill is also pretty cheap because I don't use that much water. So my water bill is around $35 a month, which includes all the taxes and stuff. Next, I have my phone bill. Now I got a cheap SIM plan. I went to one of the bigger cities and got one of the prepaid phone plans for about 40 bucks a month. So yes, I pay $40 a month for a phone, which gives me like 10 gigs of data. I think calling time I only get like 10 minutes, but I mean I don't speak the language anyway, so it's no real use for me to have minutes in terms of calling. Next, I have internet. My Wi-Fi is a little bit more. It's around $50 to $55 a month. Next, we have rent insurance. In this case, you only pay it one time a year, and my renter's insurance is $100 US, or ichiman yen in Japanese. Car. So if you're like me, you live in the countryside, and so you have to have a car. And so each month I decided to rent instead of buying, because for me it just seems more ethical, which maybe I'll make another video on renting versus buying a car. But for me, I rent my car for about $250 a month per month. So that comes out as well. Now I also have student loans. So each month I pay $300 USD for student loans, because you know, America, yeah. Next, I also put a portion of my paycheck into my American savings account, just so that way I'm not spending too much money here, whilst also having money, so that way when I do go back to America, I'm not ass broke. And so because of that, I put around $300 USD into my American savings as well. Next, we have gas. So once a month, I might spend $40 to $50 on gas alone. Now for me, that is more expensive because my schools that I drive to are about 30 minutes away. So I have to drive a further distance compared to my other teachers in my town who might only have to drive 4 or 5 minutes to their school. So gas may vary, but and also the cars are pretty good on gas too. So just expect to pay around maybe $30 to $50 a month on gas if you have a car. Groceries. So for me, groceries run about $50 a month, and that's because I live alone, and I kind of stick to the same things. I'm somewhat of a vegetarian here, which maybe I'll touch on later, and so between that, tofu, vegetables, and things like that, groceries do not usually take up much amount of money out of my paycheck. And lastly, I do have a hobby. I dance because dancing is a way for me to relieve stress, and I just love it. So if I love it and it makes me happy and it keeps me sane, why not do it? It's part of my self-care while being here. So each month I spend around 200 USD on dance, which includes train tickets and the actual class, paying for the class. And so now I will put over here somewhere on the screen how much everything costs. So roughly a little bit more than half of my paycheck goes to bills, and the other half is a little bit of savings here for me, so that way I can travel as well as, like, you know, see things and do things in Japan. But yeah, that is a little snapshot of how much I pay a month for bills. Okay, I think that is it. Yeah. With that, I just wanted to make a quick video about the bills that I have, so that way you can get a general look at the bills, or not only the amount of money you make, but also the bills that you have in Japan and how much that would be. So that way, basically you can budget for your time here in Japan. It is very easy to live here as a jet, pay student loans, and travel all at the same time. It just all comes down to budget and what takes priority in your life. As I mentioned, self-care, I like to dance. It's very important to me, so thus I don't mind paying $200 a month for dancing. Another thing that takes priority for me is traveling. So sometimes if I don't put my money into my American savings account, I go travel, I go see the world, because yes, I am here in Japan, but I also want to have an experience while I'm here. So I want to see and do as many things as possible while I'm here. This is just my personal opinion. I just love to travel. So thus I allot money in order to do that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have anything to ask, question, put it down in the stuff below, the comments below. Well, let me fix myself. Everyone, it's been me, Bree at 135. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps someone. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down below, and I will try to do my best to answer them to the best of my abilities. So yes, that's been it. So, see ya. Bye.